What's up, world? Welcome to a new episode of the Brandon Janeau Show. As you know, I am Brandon Janeau. And as you also know, I am a brand ambassador of Urban Boulevard. Shout out to Urban Boulevard. BLVD.US is the website. BLVD.co is the web is the social media pages. You can go there, catch up on their street apparel. They got a street apparel one on social media. They got their regular Urban Boulevard. So go. And if you find something that you like and you want to buy it, you purchase it, use the code Brandon.30 for 30% off. That's Brandon.30 for 30% off. I hope you use it. I hope you enjoy it. And thank you to my family at Urban Boulevard, BLVD.US. That is the website again. Now let's get into it. My 200 episode comes out tonight. In all of my time thinking, um, I've never had more clarity on being a podcaster. More since doing that show. I've said this numerous times. I have a lot of self doubt, but I also have a lot of what's next in me. What's next? And I think doing a 200 episode, um, it kind of got that anxiety overfilled. It was like overboard. It was overboard. Um, and I started questioning what's next, what's next, what's next, what's next, what's next. And like I always say, I'm an overthinker, so I'm always thinking, what's the next thing? What's the next logical fail? What's the next? And what I've learned is that we are all creatures of habit. So that's a part of me. It will always be a part of me. The overthinking, the self doubt, some days the lack of confidence, the straight unawareness of what's next. Because I'm trying to find answers to a fucking unsolvable puzzle of life that will never be solved until it's time to be solved. Nothing works until you put the work in, right? And what I've learned is I've learned this. I think as a person, we're all creatures of habit. One thing I think we're all creatures of is believing we could change shit. I feel like we start get I am still I think I'm starting to kind of come out of it, but for a long time I was paralyzed. Not physically paralyzed, but sometimes physically by the past. I think we all are, in a sense, because we kind of think we can still change the past, even though it's already happened. So we do everything in our power to not repeat what happened. I've learned that, man, it's a lonely fucking road. If somebody broke your heart, somebody hurt you, what do? You don't let nobody in. That's what you do. You think it's helping you or protecting you. That's hurting you worse than letting the person in. They break your heart again, then it is what it is. You learned, okay, well, at least I opened up. At least I tried. You know what I'm saying? That's not my fault that they're broken. They're also broken. That's not my fault. Somebody crosses you. like a friend or a family member, what do? I'm done with everybody. Fuck them. I'm done. So you're keeping yourself from actually finding out who's your real friends and who's not. Who doesn't care if you're rich, poor, got you know, a buffet, or looking for one when it comes to family. We're all creatures of habit, so we just stick to what we know. I'm not here to tell anybody to sit and wait for anything to re-engage the discomfort in life. No, I think when we get to a point in life where we know we can't change shit, but we also know we can't go back to it. So what do? I think we need to start realizing that it didn't happen to me, but it happened for me. I saw that. I think I saw that with Jay Z today. Jay Z, I think, said that to Kevin Hart when they were talking just recently. He said the problem with a lot of people is that we keep thinking it happened to me instead of it happened for me, and that's so fucking true, man. That's so true. For years, I always thought this shit happened to me. I didn't happen for me. I blamed a lot of people for, never. Okay, yeah, I did. I blamed two people particularly. I was like, they did this to me, but I never accredited them for what they did for me. This 200 episodes. I took that as they did something to me. They showed me that I could care for someone that's not my family, not my blood. They also showed me that sometimes it's okay to trust people even if you know it might not last. They also showed me that forgiveness is a very lonely fucking road. And you walk it yourself. If you want to forgive, you forgive. I don't take, and just like everybody in life, when something like this happens to you, you get angry, you get pissed. And some people feel it into a very toxic rage, or they feel it into doing what they always wanted to do. I've created something, man, and I don't look at it as they did that to me anymore. I look at it as they did it for me. They forced me to actually physically go do shit for myself. It forced me to actually be like, you know what? When it's the right time and I find the right person, they would understand what it is. I don't have to force hands. I don't have to force you to care. I don't have to tell you to care. They didn't do that to me. They did it for me. I think that's the problem with us sometimes in life. We blame people for what has happened, and we can't. We can't always blame people for what has happened. If they didn't physically do something to you, or they didn't, you know, you know, kidnap you or some shit like that, then can you really blame them for some shit? Just timing, mixed signals. Shit just went left. Things just didn't go as right. You go as you planned it. Oh well, shit happens. But that's something in my past. If I knew, I knew today, then it was to say I did this podcast. It was to say that this works. It was to say that I found how to care about something that I can't just put down in 5 seconds and move on to the next thing because it just doesn't satisfy me anymore. It was to say We're all creatures of habit, right? I learned how to not be. Because my creature of habit is to just not give a fuck anymore. But that's not true. You care about everything. You care still. You have feelings. No matter how much you want to cut them off, you're not a vampire. You're not on a Vampire Diaries. You can't cut the fucking feelings off. You're not True Blood. You can't just turn off your emotions and turn them back on when you feel like it. That's not how this works. And that's the thing, man. I learned a lot about myself in these episodes and podcasting. One thing I'm starting to learn is I gotta stop saying what people did to me and then credit them for what they did for me. Appreciate it because a lot of people did shit that I deemed to me, but actually you did something for me. And thank you for that. You put a foot in my ass that I actually needed. Appreciate it. I learned why wait for somebody else when you can just do it for your fucking self. Fuck them. Not in that sense, but fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, fuck whatever. Why wait for them when you can just do it your fucking self? Do it yourself. Fuck them. Fuck it. Like, go do it yourself. You can do it. Learn how to do it. That's another tool in life you need. I literally was like, how do you do podcasts? How do you do podcasts? Eventually, I just said, you know what? Let me just find an app and let's see if I can do it. And I did it. It's that. It's the. It's that. We live for what happened to us in the past, and it affects our future, even though we're in present time. We gotta stop doing that shit. You can't go back and change shit. And yes, it has molded you into the person you are, but it doesn't always have to mold you into the person you will be one day. You don't always have to keep it. You can grow out of it. Or at least you can believe you could grow out of it. I'm not saying everybody will, but you can believe you can. Stop blaming people for what happened to you and thank them for what that actually did for you, because what it did for you was give you a new sense of trust, loyalty, love, respect, accomplishments, thrills, belief, fears. That's a good thing. Stop dreaming of the past and become what you need for the future and in this present moment. Peace.